goodness sake. What do you think?
He knows it. Before I even got in this federation, I told him, I want the title, and if they don't give it to me, I'll do whatever I have to.
Clothesline. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver! And Adam Smash goes over, and the Hitmen are definitely on the move.
It's turned around again.
He delivers the right hand. Here he comes, another. He continues to deliver. Look out, ASWA's got, Randall Ratcliffe's briefcase.
Good double team move. Good double team move. Good tag team move.
Yeah, and it's all over.
The Hitman is brought down due to another blatant interference by Randall Ratcliffe and his briefcase.
They took a little longer than I thought, but, you know.
And there's the blatant chokehold. Somebody's going to get in there and save that man. Look at that. That's disgusting. And Axel Rotten joins in. They got both of the Hitmen laid out here in the center of the ring.
That's what you need a briefcase for, taking care of business.
Why didn't they do this earlier and get this all said and done with?
Oh, look out. Here comes Rip Sawyer. Oh, my. He chases Axel and Adam out of the ring. And Rip has saved his friends, the Chicago Hitmen, from certain doom. As he
Larry Moe and Curly. Larry Moe and Curly. I thought this was wrestling. It's the Three Stooges hour with these three gooks. You can't take it, don't get in the ring. I told you that before, Earl. That's why I'm here, to show you guys what wrestling's all about. You have a champion everybody can be proud of. Max Thrasher, the bounty hunter. AJ Fritzoid's a memory.
Bounty Hunter, you're going to have an opportunity here in just a little bit. AJ Fritzoid, your special friend, is coming up next.
Fritzoid won't be around after I'm done, after he's done.
Hitman. Wait a minute, this is unbelievable. They're going to work on the man that has saved them from Axel Rotten and Adam Smash. I can't figure this one out. What is going on here? This is disgusting. The very man that saved them from being taken out of here on stretchers have turned on Rip Sawyer and have definitely laid him out as he's holding his arm right now in the ring.
It's what you get for sticking your nose where it don't belong.
He's hurt. Rip.
I got one thing to say, and this stems from a phone call from the family, baby. Let me tell you, Chicago Hitmen don't play second fiddle to nobody. We don't like nobody interfering in our match. Rip Sawyer, it's time to pay the price. They called us. They said, let's put the cement shoes on it, baby. It's time to give him down to Davy Jones's locker.
We don't need
Deep
nobody,
six time, baby.
That's right.
There's nothing. Just look around, man. I'm telling you, there is no way that the Hitmen are going to play second fiddle to anybody, especially some red-headed punk jumping in our matches. Time to pay the price.
Hey, baby, the reason there wasn't nothing in Al Capone's vault is because we stole it.
Introducing first, from Knoxville, Tennessee, at 256 pounds, here is Johnny the Prince Lawler.
Now there's a good friend of mine, Johnny the Prince Lawler. This man knows how to do it in the ring. He knows what he's going to do. He's a vicious competitor. And this is a man that believes that if the South would have won, we'd have had it made. You know what I'm saying? Now, me not being a citizen of your country, it doesn't matter to me, but to all these measly Americans out here, I think the South has the right ideas. These, what they call Yankees, you know, they had a totally missed up conception of what America was all about. Now, if I were an American citizen, I would say the South would have won, we'd have had it made.
What in the world does it have to do with anything that's going on right now?
What it has to do is that Johnny the Prince Lawler may have taken out AJ Fritzoid, may have taken out Sledgehammer McGill. I'm not saying how he may have done it, but take into consideration if the South would have won,
weighing in
why
at
they wouldn't be here.
235 pounds, here is the killer hit, Kirk Dredd.
Yeah, he's got a nice beer gut too.
Give people some breaks here. You're all over everybody.
I'll give him a break. If you stand up, I'll break your arm for you.
Thank you.
Kirk Dredd taking on the Prince, Johnny Lawler.
Yeah, Lawler's got it. Looks like Lawler spit out his trademark chewing tobacco, maybe he's going to spit it right in the face of Kirk Dredd.
What exactly is the story behind Johnny Lawler?
The story behind Johnny Lawler is he's one of the toughest professional wrestlers in the business today. He can take out any man, and when he hits him with the Lawler power driver, it's over. That's it. That's all you need to know about Johnny the Prince Lawler.
Where is this at? I mean, boy, are you slow, man. I swear. And now you're going to spill it everywhere? Incompetency everywhere I go. I'm sorry. That's not cheap. That's cheap, Andre. You shouldn't pay me. That's not chipping. You can't get good help these days. I'm glad you're finally here. You're a little bit late, too. Oh, man, I cannot believe the incompetency I am surrounded with. I am upset. I am not happy with this situation. You know me, Adam Smash, of course. Everybody in the world knows me. Presidents call me. Emperors call me. When they need to make a decision, they talk to me or my man, Randall Radcliffe. And right now, we got a little problem. The International Cartel should be ruling the entire professional wrestling world. And for some reason, the line is just not being towed. There's a problem in the International Cartel. Now, granted, we've been together for a while, but I see something coming apart here, and I'm going to change it while I can. What we're going to do is we're going to find a new member for the International Cartel. Maybe we need some new blood. As you can see, for years, we've had a Starr. I'm, of course, simply smashing the rottenest man in the world, and somebody who abides no laws, is seceded from the Union, and does what he wants. But, like I say, things are not getting done. So now we're going to change it around a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look through tapes. I'm going to search wherever I have to search. I'm going to go look in other federations. I'm going to look wherever it takes to find a new man. Kirk Dredd, like I said, incompetency. Corey Roberts, give me a break. I'm not even going to name that guy. Oh, now this could be interesting here. The War Pig. This has some possibilities. A very big man, of course, a very big tape. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to sit up tonight and I'm going to watch all these tapes, even the losers like Kirk Dredd and Corey Roberts, and I'm going to find somebody with potential. I'm going to find somebody that we can mold and make a star. I'm going to find somebody that needs to be in the spotlight, and maybe, just maybe, the International Cartel is going to shift around. Maybe we'll lose a man, if you know what I mean, because we're going to start winning all the time. We're going to start running this sport. And for a man, maybe like the War Pig, who knows, maybe somebody you've never seen before. This could be their big break.
Takes him off. Here it comes, a big clothesline.
You know, Kirk Dredd could stand to get a haircut.
You seem to have an obsession with hair, Mr. Rotten.
Well, because I have a perfectly groomed style, you know. Mine is shaved this way on purpose. The rest of these people, you know, they need a bit, learn a bit about grooming, first of all, and then maybe taking a shower, using some deodorant. It's obvious that Kirk Dredd does not know the proper toilet.
Oh, a devastating suplex there by Johnny Lawler.
That was a double underhook suplex, not a suplex.
It's still a variation of a suplex, Mr. Rodden.
A variation, yes.
Kirk Dredd still in control here as he backs Lawler off the ropes. Look out. Flying forearm. He delivered that with authority. 2 count, and Lawler kicks out. Kirk Dredd still maintaining control over Johnny Lawler. Delivers a big right hand to Lawler's head.
Trading blows. This is where Lawler will come out on top. He's been in a few bar rooms.
Look at that. That is disgusting.
Hey, let me tell you something. When you're in a bar room, you got people in there hitting you in the head with chairs and stools. That's where Johnny Lawler comes from. Fighting in the bar, picking people up, hitting them over the head with a Miller bottle, all the beer you can think of. Johnny Lawler is a barroom brawler, and he can get the job done. If Kirk Dredd wants to step into his realm, he's going to pin him 1, 2, 3. Because to Johnny Lawler, the wrestling ring is a barroom.
No beer bottles here, though, in the middle of the ring. Kirk Dredd possibly going to get out of this. Lawler going for the pickup. Can he get the slam? Yes, he does.
Indeed he does. And Lawler is looking halfway decent in here.
Of course he's looking halfway decent.
Almost impressed there, Axel Rotten.
You should be impressed. He's Johnny the Prince Lawler. Now he's getting serious.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
You mean that's
Give
disgusting?
me a break.
The Prince going up top.
There should be a rule against
That's
this.
a perfect wrestler's belt. Oh, my
look
goodness.
out. Kirk Dredd from the top rope. And you know Lawler's got to be feeling that as Kirk Dredd goes to work on the back.
Laying those big boots in on him. But Johnny Lawler has got to get his second win. He's got to get, oh, my goodness, not a neck breaker.
Indeed, oh, my goodness. This is a submission hold. Lawler's hurting right now. Oh, my goodness.
Now, I give credit where credit is due. That is a truly devastating hold.
2 count, and somehow Lawler kicks out of that.
That proves that Johnny the Prince Lawler is a consummate professional wrestler to kick out of a hold of such devastation.
Kick to the mid-chest.
drops the elbow on the head of Johnny Lawler.
And the Prince is a resilient wrestler.
Again,
He can get the job done at any time.
I wish he would pull up his tights. That is disgusting. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. That one rang throughout the arena. Oh, and again, as he slaps the blubber. Johnny with a reversal. Here he comes in. Oh, hits him with that fat. That is disgusting.
Kirk Dredd out of the ring.
Now you keep fat out of this. That has no relevance. That's a perfect wrestler's build. Oh, yeah, there we go. Paul drive him on the floor.
Oh, this is a travesty. Referee, get into this. Oh, a back drop on the concrete floor. This is unbelievable.
Dave the Wave counting.
The referee is putting the count on.
Oh, they're fighting outside.
I don't think there goes the bell.
They haven't made it back in. That one, it's probably a double count out here. But they're
These
still
men are
going
going
at
at
it.
it tooth
They're
and nail. We
going all
should
the
have
way down
people
the
there to
aisle.
break it up.
Oh, God, I wish he would pull up his tights.
You're infatuated with these tights.
This is definitely
look at that ugly lady.
Oh, God, this is definitely your barroom brawl.
And Lawler should be going out on top on this one. This is a barroom brawl. This is the way.
Standing in this corner.
Let me tell you something, Diamond Dave Casanova. I put you in the hospital before. I'm going to put you back in there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Some rather strong comments from Steve
Valentino. We've been trying to figure out who hurt Dave Casanova before, and now we have a complete admission from Steve Valentino that he was the culprit. He was the man
Dave
behind.
Casanova doesn't have many friends. He always gets beaten up hanging out of the block in Baltimore.
Look at the chest of Steve Valentino from his previous match in the first round with Tim Dyer.
Well, Tim Dyer is a very stiff competitor. No doubt that...
Indeed he is, and here comes another stiff competitor, Diamond Dave Casanova.
Uh-oh, he says he's going down. I think he's a little bit disgruntled for the fact that he jumped Diamond Dave outside of his favorite hangout, the Jewel Box on Baltimore's block.
Okay, that's it. Now, I got to remind you, Kevin,
All I did was say where they were.
From the bad side of Baltimore,
familiar with
at
this.
240
I'm not sure everybody
pounds,
throughout
here
the
is
East Coast,
Diamond
South
Dave
Carolina, our fans down there
Casanova.
for Home Team Sports, all of our fans in South Carolina. You know, I have a residence in Hilton Head, and not too many people know about the block up there.
Well,
I'm sure you know.
in any case, no, well, actually I wouldn't. I'm a family man, Kevin. Look at this, Diamond Dave tries to whip him off the ropes. Steve reverses it. Oh, look at that.
Look at Diamond Dave.
With a clothesline, he backs Steve into the... Oh, my...
Wow! Wow!
Two big chops, and Steve Valentino's chest is going to be bleeding by the time he leaves this arena tonight.
He's going to think, he's not going to remember what Timmy Dyer did to him. The only thing he's going to be thinking is Dave Casanova has been hitting me with some rather stiff chops.
Diamond Dave delivered a snapmare. Now he's got a chin lock on
I don't
Steve
know if Diamond Dave will use this maneuver later in the match, but he has this maneuver that I taught him called the Diamond Walk. Walks the top rope. It's amazing. Look at that. Uh-oh, abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch.
Now, I've never seen Dave use that.
Now, indeed, we don't get to see this maneuver too often, but it's a tremendous hold, and we can expect submission, perhaps, from Steve Valentino. Look at that. He was able to flip him over the hip.
Looks like he was trying to stretch his opponent.
But Dave, right back on him. The great competitor that he is, again, another one half of the ASWA Tag Team Champions. Whips Valentino.
Wow.
Ooh.
Remember I said earlier, Earl, that Dave Casanova has one of the best drop kicks I've seen in professional wrestling.
I've got to agree with you there, Mr. Casey. He delivered that with authority.
Of course.
There's a big slam, and here we go.
Chaos Training Academy.
Diamond Dave going up top. He's perched up there. Look
He's
out.
up to the stars.
Oh, a knee drop to the chest of Steve Valentino. And we can expect a pinfall here, maybe? Oh,
Inches
wow. Inches away, indeed. He almost pinned Mr. Valentino with that big knee drop. There's a chop to the back. That's interesting.
He's got a lot of abrasions on his body, this Steven Valentino.
Indeed he does, as he goes down from a clothesline.
He's definitely showing his wares of a long night of wrestling.
Well, that's one of the things you got to know going into one of these tournaments like this, that you're going to be abused, and you're going to be abused over a long period of time if you last.
That's because this is professional wrestling. These are real men in here.
Oh, that was a beautiful.
You have to be a man to be in professional wrestling, especially in the ASWA, where men are men.
And Larry Katz is himself.
I'm not even gonna touch that.
Diamond Dave delivered a beautiful suplex, then followed it up with an elbow there. And he backs Steve in, whips him into the ropes. Ooh.
Closed fist by Diamond Dave. Uh-oh. It could be that diamond walk I was telling you about.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh, it's the diamond walk. He's got him in the diamond walk. Look at him.
Oh, and it clotheslines him on the top rope.
The agility of Diamond Dave Casanova as he walked the top rope?
Now that man,
almost from turnbuckle to turnbuckle.
He truly deserves all kinds of recognition here as he is receiving as one half of the tag team championship. Look at this. Oh, no. He whipped Steve in right into
the human pipe cleaner, David McLean.
Well, of course, he's hurt there.
Uh-oh, this is a foreign object. Dave Casanova's using a foreign object.
Of course, Steve Valentino tried to use it on him.
What's Dave doing?
And we've got two bodies.
Object.
We've got two bodies in the ring. Dave the Wave and
that's Diamond Dave Casanova. Earl, you been drinking that Canadian mist again?
I'm sorry.
I smell some whiskey, and there's no one else around here.
Dave the Wave.
Hey, wait a minute. What's in his hand? Finally, some justice here in the ASWA.
Now, wait a minute. Steve Valentino had that foreign object, and of course, Diamond Dave gets accused of using this foreign object.
Diamond Dave is not above breaking the rules. Look at that face. Guilt's written all over it.
The Chicago Hitman, Stevie Valentino.
Now, that was highway robbery there by the Hitman, Steve Valentino. I can expect Dave Casanova to try to get some more revenge on Valentino sometime in the future.
Dave Casanova's out of the tournament nonetheless.
Okay, fans, that was another great match.
ASWA fans, in 1492, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Well, I'm going to tell Earl Kirk and AJ Fritzloyd they're going to discover something, a big surprise. The bounty hunter ain't going to pay a darn thing. I don't care how much it is. I don't care how much interest
you put on that fine. I don't care how many days you tack onto that suspension. You're not getting a cent out of me. Why? Because I don't have to pay a dang thing. Yeah, for all you hillbillies out there who might be watching this, I figured I'd give you a little cultural intelligence there. Give you a little language lesson. Dang, yeah. That means damn if you're a Yankee, like I am, from the Bronx, New York. I'm telling you, Earl Kirk, A.J. Fritzl, I put you two guys together because I don't think either one of these has enough brains to come in out of a rainstorm. All right? So, I'm just going to sit back, collect my money from beating up all these other yahoos out there all over the United States, Canada, South America, all over the world. I don't need you two idiots to beat up on. You're just becoming a flash in the past anyway. How many times do I have to beat you up? And I'm getting a kick out of beating up Earl Kirk, but that little munchkin, you guys just sit back and wait. You want the bounty hunter to pay, it's going to be a cold day in Hades.
The manager, Randall Radcliffe.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, now in the ring, he is accompanied by his manager, Randall Radcliffe,
the Weasel.
at 342
Why do you
pounds,
have to
from Hell's
instigate
Kitchen, New
the
York.
people
Here
call
is
him Weasel?
the
No one wants to call him a
War Pig.
Weasel.
Well, first of all, he's about as big as a weasel. And second of all, his facial features indicate that he's part of the weasel family. So,
Now, where do you draw that conclusion from?
we see Rip Sawyer is there.
I see Rip Sawyer's changed his tights. I remember that last pair of tights we saw in an earlier bout here on ASWA, Pure Wrestling Fury. He had a rip in his tights.
Well, it's a good thing.
And I wouldn't have noticed it except you pointing out that it was on his derriere. Now, once again, I have to ask you about your relationship with Larry Katz.
Rip, rest in
There's-
peace, Sawyer.
It's a simple friendship, Mr. Casey. I don't know what you're talking about. Larry Katz, first of all, is an old man, so I mean, those allegations are totally unfounded.
I think Larry Katz has been hanging. He's been hanging out. He needs to see that Soft Esman guy. You know, he and Randall Radcliffe definitely need to see old Soft Esman.
And the bell tolls as we're seeing the #1 seed here in the television title tournament. One half of the ASWA Tag Team Champions, the Cream Team. There, he's got to face the War Pig.
Rip Sawyer, you gotta wonder what's going on in his mind. He tries to help out some people, Chicago Hitmen, and they turn on it. And, you know, Diamond Dave Casanova just getting back from his injury, and Rip's in the tournament. Now, what about Dave? Is there a little dissension in the Cream Team?
I don't think there's any dissension, as we saw a couple of weeks ago, that their match was excellent against two of the Cartel. And right now we're seeing the War Pig whip in, Rip Sawyer off the ropes. Look at this, backslide from
Got the
Rip
big
Sawyer.
guy over. Nope.
No, only
Couldn't
one
hold
count.
him. His own momentum carried him over.
He's a big man. It's hard to get those big fat meat hooks.
Why are you calling him fat? That's muscle right there.
Where?
The War Pig is a power lifter. You need the added mass for bulk.
I think he's a power eater. He lifts more with the fork than he does with anything else.
Now, wait a minute.
Rip Sawyer grabs the front face lock
Looks
there.
like Rip Sawyer's grabbing some hair.
No, it's the War Pig that'd probably be grabbing
Now-
the hair. As we see right now, he's grabbing
A
for
little
it.
bit of background on the Rip Sawyer individual we see here. I have managed Rip Sawyer and Diamond Dave Casanova, 2 tag team titles.
Well, I'm glad they've reformed from your teachings.
They are right now free agents somewhat. Chaos definitely has them in their price salary cap, but right now the salary cap is full, and Chaos Enterprises stands as it is without the Cream Team.
Well, I think this is rather interesting that, you know, after the Cream Team leaves your tutelage, they suddenly gain the ASWA Tag Team title. Yeah, I don't know. That's saying a lot for you, Mr. Casey.
Well, Chaos will have the last word.
There's a hip toss and
As
Rip Sawyer.
Shakespeare once said, revenge is a dish best served cold. And Rip Sawyer and Dave Casanova had better heed that warning.
There was a right hand, and Rip Sawyer was only able to gain a 2 count against the War Pig.
You have nothing to say, do you? That Shakespeare's over your head. I know that. I know I'm an educated man, college degree, master's. I mean, I am wrestling's future. I'm the greatest color commentator ever in wrestling. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
Well, I'm
and
glad you're
wrestling's
able
greatest
to
manager.
toot your own horn in.
Now, see,
Now, wait a
Rip
minute.
Sawyer wouldn't be tripping and falling like that on his own if I was out
Randall
there.
Radcliffe and oh my!
I didn't see Randall
a
Radcliffe.
big splash by the War Pig, and he's laying in the boots now. It's a wonder he didn't break Rip Sawyer's back.
I think some vertebrae are out of order down there.
I'm sure they are.
Back.
Look at that,
Wow.
and he's going to continue to work on the back of Rip Sawyer. He's done some damage. Now he's going to stay on it.
What's in these gloves that Rip Sawyer's wearing?
Probably his hands.
Oh, you're funny. I don't think the referee checked them. Knowing Rip Sawyer, they probably have foreign objects in them.
And look at this. We're going to see the power of the War Pig as he grabs a bear hug.
Now, I would take the cream team back if they come groveling to me on their knees.
Oh, please.
I could take them and lead them to higher ground.
Like they want you back. I can't figure that one out. They've done so well on their own. Why in the world would they want to come back to Chaos Enterprises?
Chaos Enterprises is the leading conglomerate in all of wrestling today. You wait till I unleash the fury of Chaos on the ASWA Wrestling Fury.
Well, we're certainly anxious to see that, but right now, Rip Sawyer in the ring. He comes off and caught again.
The War Pig.
Oh, the
Look
War
at
Pig.
the strength there.
Indeed.
Adam, we're commenting here on the strength here of the War Pig. You've got to concur with that.
Well, again, he continues to work on the back of Rip Sawyer with those devastating bear hugs. And Adam Smash, what do you think of the War Pig in here?
I think you did this on purpose, Earl Kirk. I think you paid Brian Fortune to injure me in the locker room, Earl Kirk.
Oh, please.
I want you to know right now I just had a talk with the doctor and I'm not allowed to wrestle my next match.
Oh, what a shame.
I think you did this. I think you paid them to do this. But guess what? The Cartel, myself and Randall Radcliffe, have outsmarted you once again.
It's not hard to do.
We're going to substitute Johnny Lawler of the International Cartel for me. If hierarchy has passed it, there's nothing you can do about
What
it.
a good substitution. And we see the
not above
Pig
that either.
The Cartel's
rushing
gonna
in.
win, baby.
It was a little bit too quick, and Rip Sawyer's thinking in there himself.
You brought up the Cartel, and I can't help but congratulate you for getting rid of some dead weight in Hollywood Bob Starr.
Speaking of dead weight, before we get on with Bob Starr, look at Rip Sawyer. He's dead weight. He's putty in the War Pig's hand.
Well, indeed he must be, as War Pig has worked over his back the whole match.
I'll bet this has been an excellent match. Rip can wrestle a little bit. I'll give him his due. He looks like a dog to me, though, you know?
Of course he can wrestle. He used to be in Chaos Enterprises. He was a champion under Chaos Enterprises president, Kevin the Truth Casey. Of course he knows how to wrestle. He wouldn't be in the ASWA if he didn't know how to wrestle.
Well, thank you, Mr. Casey, but...
Well, be it as it may, right now the War Pig is completely working over Rip Sawyer. And much like the International Cartel has outsmarted the devious Earl Kirk, the War Pig...
Merle Jerk.
Merle Jerk. It's actually Merle Jerk.
Merle? You didn't tell me that.
Merle Jerk.
Merle, you related to that guy on the Love Boat?
Yeah.
No,
you know he's friends with Larry...
as he is, too.
Oh, I know. You know he's friends with Larry Katz.
I have
Speaking
a
of...
beautiful head of hair.
I think he won't admit it, but I think he's Larry Katz's illegitimate son. Don't they look alike? Look at him. Look at Earl
I know
Kirk
they're
here.
both members of the Hair Club.
What about the action in the ring, gentlemen? You're concentrating
we don't need to commentate on the action in the ring. The War Pig is toying with Rip Sawyer.
The War Pig has the match right where he wants it.
Sawyer's coming back with a couple of right hands.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I taught Rip Sawyer that
can't
move.
happen.
There's a 2 count. Oh, look at that. Randall Radcliffe, trying to be the slick man that he is, and interfering once again, has cost the War Pig the match. Rip Sawyer, the winner here in the second round against the War Pig.
What a travesty.
Now, it is not a travesty.
Randall Radcliffe was delivering some secret documents to the War Pig, and he gets disqualified for
trying
that.
to deliver them to the
He had
back
a computer
of Rip Sawyer.
printout.
War Pig's a little disgruntled here if we can pick up the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, by
No, the War Pig,
disqualification,
I'm telling you,
the winner of this
is
match,
truly one of a kind.
rest in peace, Sawyer!
The War Pig, starting by Rip Sawyer of the Cream Team. Okay, fans, welcome back.
Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, at 236 pounds, here is Mr. Hollywood, Bob Starr.
Hollywood Bob Starr.
Oh, what is this? We get Bob Starr, and now we
We've
get
got the Cartel out here in
18.
force.
We get all 4 of these guys out. We got one in a match, but somehow we get all 4 of the Cartel.
They're a family. Axel and Adam were telling me earlier they're a happy family.
Listen, I want all you people to shut your face for a minute.
Be quiet.
I
I'm
am
trying to hear it.
scheduled right here to wrestle my partner, and I'm not going to do it. I know he doesn't want to wrestle me, and I know I don't want to wrestle him. We've been down the road together. You don't want to step in the ring against me, correct? Right. I don't want to step in the ring against you. So what we're going to do is have a gentleman's agreement, and we're going to walk out of here. We're going to forfeit the tournament and go back and just leave this godforsaken town. Is that good enough for you? Sounds good to me. So let's just go out like gentlemen.
This is very
They are
interesting.
gentlemen. You got to remember that.
And indeed they must be, as Bob and Axel have agreed to step out of the ring. Oh my! What is this?
Here's your match.
And the match is on anyway. Oh my! A devastating clothesline delivered by Axel Rotten.
I think Bob Starr's been fired.
And what is going on here?
He's been fired, I think.
Now they had a gentleman's agreement that they were going to step out of the ring, and the match was not going to take place.
Let me tell you something real quick. It was impossible to have a gentleman's agreement because Bob Starr's not a gentleman like Axel Rotten and Adam Smash. Those are
you
gentlemen.
call Axel Rotten a gentleman
Of course
after
I
he
call him a gentleman.
blindsided Bob Starr, and he's cheating
Bob Starr
match.
needs it. Look, that guy looks like Danny Partridge gone bad.
Now, Axel Rotten, I just can't believe this. This is a travesty.
Chaos Enterprises told the Cartel that a few years back Bob Starr was working in some restaurants in Dundalk, Maryland, home of the Dunderheads, and that's impossible to be with in the Cartel. You've got to be a star to hang in the Cartel.
Well, of course, Mr. Hollywood is from Hollywood. I don't know where these unfounded rumors are coming from, but
Chaos Enterprises.
I just can't believe
Look at Axel.
What's going on with the Cartel as Axel delivers a...
Look at that agility by Axel. A man that size is terribly light on his feet. He looks like a dancing bear out there.
Oh, I don't know
Somewhat
about
reminiscent
bear.
of former Redskin Ron McDole.
Maybe the dancing pig, as in Charlotte's Whip. But
Hey, you notice one thing about every time you say something about Axel Rotten, he's not around to hear it. I wish you'd say these things when he's around.
Well, I wish I could understand what's going on here. I thought the Cartel was one big happy family. This makes no sense.
Ooh, what a knee.
That was devastating, and Bob Starr...
I think he ruptured his spleen there. He's gesturing towards his midsection.
He ruptured his spleen,
It'd be kind of hard to
liver,
find.
everything else.
Look at all the undulation hanging there from Bob Starr.
He's choking his family member. I don't understand
I think Bob Starr was illegitimate. He was never in the family. He was adopted.
I think every one of these gentlemen were illegitimate. I mean, even Johnny Lawler admits that he's an illegitimate son. Axel Rotten,
look at that.
Look at it. He's flaunting the fact that he's turned on his family member. Oh,
I never liked Bob Starr anyway.
Delivered that with authority. You didn't like him. I mean, he shot off his mouth every once in a while. I
never liked him.
But
if he needs a job, I'll let him. If he needs a job, I'll let him wax the limo or clean off Chaos, the Chaos yacht. I mean,
no, come on, give me a break
here. Midsection. Here comes Adam Smash.
The Cartel hero, Kurt. Do something worthwhile for a change. Watch Johnny Lawler's.
I'm glad you got rid of that guy. He didn't deserve to be in the Cartel.
Ray, we were visited by Adam Smash, and
it was a pleasure.
I was delivered the cup of gush out of Johnny Lawler's mouth.
What was that tobacco he's doing?
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, look out!
Ooh, knees right in the face.
All that weight coming down on Bob Starr, and why isn't he pinning the man?
He's sending a message out to anyone in the ASWA who will listen. Do not mess with Axel Rotten because this is what you're going to get, and then some.
Look out. He's
out on the floor.
Bob Starr out on the floor here.
Bob Starr's in a world of trouble. A wooden chair.
No.
I hope he does it.
We see Adam and Johnny standing by. Oh, my God.
Hey, wooden
my
chair.
goodness.
I love that, Axel. Give him one for me.
A wooden chair, and he just...
Adam, you got to tell Axel to give him one for me.
Oh, he blasted Bob Starr.
Uh-oh. I think we have some breaking the tissue of the forehead of Bob Starr.
Oh, look at this, and Adam Smash is all
Let's
over
get the camera right over there. I think he's broken open there.
I don't
We may have to
understand it,
stop this
and
match.
indeed he is. I see
The Athletic Commission may have to intercede here.
I see the crimson face of Bob Starr.
He didn't go to Alabama either, pal.
Is Axel Rotten.
He better watch out. I wouldn't
goodness.
get my hand near that blood. You never know what Bob Starr's got.
Ooh, my.
I think he carries that
Bob
virus, you know.
Bob is bleeding profusely.
He better have plastic gloves on, because Bob carries that virus. You know,
I can't understand this. Why is the cartel all over Bob Starr? This makes no sense to me. And look at this, Johnny Lawler. He's
like
going to deliver
pile driver.
a pile driver on the
spike
concrete.
pile driver at that.
Oh my God, a spike pile driver on the...
If the blood is spouting out here, he must have hit an artery.
Oh my God, he must have. This is disgusting. A horrible display from Adam Smash, Axel Rotten, and Johnny the Prince Lawler. This is unbelievable. There is the 3 count as Axel Rotten nonchalantly covers Bob Starr after his other partners.
Well, excuse me, all I have to say
slaughtered him.
All I have to say is Bob Starr is a worthless piece of trash, and he needs to be discarded.
Look at this. Oh, another pile driver, and Bob Starr. Oh, somebody's got to get in there and save this man from the cartel.
Bob Starr needs to be disposed of. Put him in one of those landfills out here in West Virginia. Look at that. Look at the family unity there. I love the family unity.
Oh, sure, Adam. Oh,